All right, so all America for the battleships, Montana and Ohio, looking at double Des Moines, Moskva, and Venezia for the cruiser lineup. Marceau, Daring, and Zath at the Z-52
I love
for
seeing
the
the Z-52.
destroyers. Talk to
Yep.
me about the KAG lineup.
So KAG2 bringing Yamato, Ohio, Stalingrad, Salem, Des Moines, and Nevsky, and then they're choosing 3 destroyers as well, double Daring, and a Shimakaze, which is rocking 12-kilometer torpedoes.
All right, then. Early deployment. Z-52 is headed to B. Kind of what you'd expect on this map, I think. Marceau looks
Mm.
like he's going to take a bit of the inside track. I presume he's going to race to C. Daring headed over to A. Looks like we're going to have both Darings at A, another Daring in the middle from KAG, and the Shimakaze is headed to C. I find that an odd choice, Zath.
Mm. Why is that an
I would
odd
almost,
choice for you, sir?
if it were me, I might consider the Shimakaze more on the A side. The torpedo angles are better over there in general. Granted, he's only running the 12s.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, when your torpedoes run the length of 3 full squares, which they do on this map, this is a
Uh-huh.
42 by 42 map. So each square
Mm-hmm.
is a little over 4 kilometers in size. Um, you want to be able to, maximize the range. The ACAP would give him some slightly better torpedo angles, I think.
Mm.
But I could be full of crap. We'll see. Maybe they can make it work. I mean, I don't know. Look,
Yeah.
the beauty of doing what we do, Zath. We get to commentate, but we don't have to play. So
Yeah, we just second guess everything and make it look
we
good.
just second guess everything.
So
that's literally our job, right?
So the one thing about a Shimakaze is it's really good as a kiting away destroyer, and if you look at the Salem with its super heel, and you can already see he's going into a kite away position as well. So I think that KAG2 is looking at C as we're gonna let them take C, but we're gonna hurt them if they try to push beyond it. Meanwhile, they've got Stalingrad covering middle, which you'd expect, and then they've got the Ohio making revolutions for A, with 2 cruisers supporting the destroyer at A.
If the plan is to use the Shimakaze as like a kiting sort of thing, then having him on the C flank makes total sense because nobody wants to push quickly into a Shimakaze dumping torpedoes in their face. Like no one's excited about that.
Right. Now we do have possibility for contact soon.tm with the Z-52 at B. Omni has come into the cap, but he's just outside of Hydra range from that island. So I'm not surprised to see that.
It's good positioning by Omni. I don't even think Leviathan's got his Hydro up yet. I'm not seeing the pulses.
No, quite frankly, there's no need for him to put it up this early because you want to wait a little bit longer in case the destroyer is going to go deeper into the cap, then you can surprise it. But this is King of the Sea. This is KAG. You're probably expecting this player to be not playing deep. This is where sometimes you kind of can possibly out big brain the big brain yourself.
Right. Yeti's Des Moines pushing hard to snuggle up to an island, taking a good solid hit there. All
Just
kinds
saw
of
that
torpedoes
bar
in his face. Yep. Oh, got to dodge a pretty good looking Shimakaze salvo, but he's got a nice gap through there.
Convenient.
It's a shame that Marceau doesn't have smoke. We could really use that to make this turn. Dialgeus's Yamato is probably going to take another shot at him as he tries to make this turn.
Yep, but he already turned away and he got hit. There's the shot.
Whoa.
Let's see.
Here comes the shot. Now, Yeti sees it, already trying to get narrow again. Takes another decent hit, but not a catastrophic one.
Oh, more shells coming in from the other battleship.
That's the Ohio.
That's Ohio. That's correct.
The Ohio taking shots at 24 kilometers.
Yep.
Not coming up with anything there.
Yep.
Yeti's going to make this turn and sneak in behind this island.
Yep. So that's what KAG was expecting, right? KAG was expecting that SULSA was going to take the C cap. That's fine. But what you need to do then is you need to make sure that you can take the A cap and the B cap. KAG just flipped A. And so KAG needs to make sure that SULSA doesn't push through C. In order for their plan to
daring
work.
over there, the SULSA daring over here, that's Basilisk, made a bit of an error. He kind of was on the top end of the cap. He turned to get out after they had him radared, and then he beached himself on this little rock that he's hiding behind now. So he had to reverse out of it, get himself reoriented. Took a little more extra damage that he probably wouldn't have otherwise taken. But, Daring is a pretty resilient destroyer with that heal. He'll be okay for now. I'm a little surprised that Fernie's Des Moines is not yet back into the cap, at least slowing down those points. I mean, yeah, Solstice's got about a 60-point lead, but all he has to do is back up about 10, 15 meters, and he's doing it now. There we
Hmm.
go. He'll at least be sitting on that cap and denying those points to KAG.
So at this point, we only have SULSA taking up points on the count of their C cap.
Indeed. 5 minutes gone, only one team ticking up points, and that is SULSA. They have about, I don't know, about an 80-ish point lead and slowly growing.
At this
Now,
point, it's not a big deal, but if you're CAG, you're thinking we are gonna have to make a play someplace, and look at it, it's starting to happen at C cap.
yeah, I was wondering a little bit about QQ Moore's Daring's position. He looked like he was starting to get maybe a little aggressive, but
Hmm.
I'm with you. I think the play seems to be coming at C, where they're pushing Shimakaze's, that's Horizon, and
Hmm.
for is that Forgotten Liquid? Yeah,
Yep.
his Salem now going to the cap. Radar from Forgotten going up to spot Yeti's Des Moines, but
Yep.
who really have shells on him?
It's
The
not so
Ohio,
much.
maybe?
It's not so much that it's about getting the positioning of that Des Moines. Where is that Des Moines, and how
Yeah,
is he angled? Is he
they
pointed
just want to know where he
east
is.
or west?
Mm-hmm.
And there's the counter radar from Yeti, which
Yeah, they want.
is. Hmm.
Yeah, they were looking to confirm his position, right?
Yep. Montana could shoot him, but he's shooting at somebody else. Looks like HE salvo coming in on Stalingrad in the middle.
Venezia took a pot shot at Forgotten Liquid, didn't come up with anything, as now Ohio shells from across the map, I think, again, coming for Yeti, nothing doing.
Mhm. Now, you were talking about QQ Moore's position in the daring, and I think what they were trying to do was get in a position where you can have two destroyers that could possibly force out that Z-52. I'm sure that they, at this point, have triangulated, because both of them most likely have radio location, the exact
Hmm.
position of that Z-52. And as you can see, the Z-52 is realizing his position is probably tenuous. He is not capping anything. He's smoking, so that just confirms his
And
location.
yep, and they've got QQ now locked up on the Z52 Hydro.
Yep.
They cannot see Omni on the other, or Ami, I should say, on the other side of the cap.
Mm-hmm.
Leviathan moved up. He knows. So Leviathan, he sunk one torpedo into the Ohio. I presume he got a flood, which is why he's decided to smoke and move up and try to get the fire. But
Now,
right now, his team's doing a really good job of beating up the daring that he's got lit. But he's lit now. How?
Stalingrad
Stalingrad
radar.
radar.
Stalingrad radar.
Stalingrad's fishing him out of that smoke, and now he's getting punished for his position.
Well, and look at Omni coming around the back door.
Omi's coming around because there's really no. Like, he's very alone. Leviathan has been kind of left out here by himself,
Mm-hmm.
by his team, which I could wish the Moskva position is a little better, but with the Ohio where it is, I sort of understand why. And they
And
do use that Z52 Hydro to claim the first kill.
brilliant. That's what Z-52 is. It's a team support destroyer, but it's dependent on that team to use that tool as best as possible.
Yep.
Oh, why
So on
would
the
you
back
pull
of
forward? Why did you take a torpedo there? There's no need for that.
Leviathan takes a last-second daring torpedo that cuts another 5,000 or 6,000 HP off his health. He couldn't afford to give up, but does anyway.
That's an
He got a
oof.
little greedy there. He wanted torpedoes on
Mm-hmm.
the Ohio. Now, something else just happened over at the C-Cap Zap.
Yep.
The
Yep. Yep.
Marceau charging around the corner, killing
Yep.
the Salem with his torpedoes, and now he's on top of the Yamato. Who's going to get the starboard rack.
Assuming he can get
That's what I'm
them
waiting
off.
for. He hasn't gotten them off yet. They must be disabled.
There it
They
is.
go.
There it is. There it is.
Yamato's going to take. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, he's getting them all off there. I don't think it's going to be enough to kill the Yami. I might be.
But
he's going
to turn
he's gonna land
broadside to the
5 of
Ohio.
them.
Here's the Ohio
He's gonna land
salvo.
4 of them.
And finish the
Oh
deal.
my
Finish the
goodness.
deal right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Billy's going to give up his ship, but what an amazing trade. He kills the Salem. He forces a horrible choice on the Yamato. He's going to beat up the Shimakaze. Yeah, he goes down, but what a great trade for SULSA, Zaf.
Absolutely. That was brilliant. We saw that coming. Great job by that Marceau player. With the Ohio communication backing them up. Loved it. That's an execution right there, folks.
10 minutes gone, both teams ticking up 1 cap, but a 300-point lead for SULSA on the strength of their decisive ship engagements, let's say,
Hmm.
because now
Hmm.
Yeti's Des Moines has moved up and has the Shimakaze that's Horizon under radar and is going to put him off the board. And there he
There he
goes.
goes. Yep, yep, yep.
Just like that, SULSA in total control of the sea cap. No surviving KAG ships over here. And KAG definitely on the back foot now.
So KAG turned around and they tried to be aggressive up that line. Ooh, Fumi! Fumi just going down! That would have been a death strike if that was a normal battle.
Where was he? Oh, on the north end of the cap. Yeah, he was
Yeah,
holding back that cap, but not anymore.
Ohio. That Ohio just
Oh,
took him, just cleaned him out.
yep.
Ping, ping,
There
ping,
was the
boom.
shot. Yep. Gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
KAG not out yet, despite again being kind of on the back foot here. The conga
Now,
line torps going in
look,
for danger.
look at
Dargero's
B.
Moskva here.
Look at B. Look at B. This is where that
Oh yeah,
decision to take that torpedo is gonna bite Leviathan in the butt. He's going down right here.
yeah.
Nothing
He's
he can
going
do
out
about it.
right there. Conga line torps are. He's going to land some on the Moskva. Just the one, maybe. Just the one,
Just the
but
one.
narrow misses. Woo!
Hmm.
Dargio sneaks through, and just like that, KAG is back in the game within a point. Sorry, within a ship now, down
Hmm.
on points, but very much in the game in terms of health. Well, I say that as Northern Strangler gets slapped by Moskva AP.
I think that was actually
Back,
Montana. Was it Moscow?
maybe. Yeah, it was
Be-
No, it was the Monty because the Moskva's shells just bounced off his belt. That was the Monty
And
salvo.
that's what I was just
You're
about
right.
to say is that Northern is surrounded on all sides and he's just
Yeah,
getting hammered. He's going down. It's just a matter of time. But Dargio is also
he's
going
going
down
down
too.
too. Yeah. Feels like SULSA maybe making some kind of late mistakes here. They're letting KAG back into this game a little bit. They're only one ship up, and
Yeah.
KAG now sitting on 2 caps.
Well, the problem for
SULSA,
Salsa
go ahead.
is in order to get the sea cap, they put significant assets over there. They got 3 ships over there, kind of on the 9 line. They're so far away now. We talked about this before with Islands of Ice. When you put so much effort there, you're so far out of the battle. It's up to these 2 remaining Salsa players to just get the heck out of there. They got to
Yeah,
run.
it really is because it's like them against basically there's 4 surviving KAG ships. They are all able to put shells on the 2 SULSA ships on the western half of the map who have no support available at all from the 3 surviving SULSA ships that are all still sitting in the sea cap.
Yep, Basilisk waiting a little bit for that smoke, most likely because of radar from that
He's
Nevsky.
finally healing now.
But he's able to make Inky and break that connection. So he's just going to run away. 7-6.
7 getting
heady.
a good hit in there on the Nevsky. If I'm 7, I still don't feel horrible about this engagement. Yeah, it's a Des Moines and a Nevsky crawling up my stern, but I would feel like, especially with the torpedoes coming in now, you're going to be able to constrict their movements and probably get some good hits in. Right there's
Like
another
that
good
one. Now keep in
Yeah.
mind, I mean, you're absolutely correct. 7 really only has torpedo threat from the Nevsky and maybe that Ohio, but he's so far back he doesn't have to worry about his position. There's the torps. And there's the
And
kill.
there's the kill. There's the kill. A very big, a very impactful kill for SULSA. They need to take as many KAG ships off the board as they can while they have a lead.
But his whole point is to slow the team down so that his buddy can get away. But look at Basilisk. He went back in and got himself detected again. That's a big mistake.
He's in a gunfight now with Omi's daring, and I presume his smoke isn't down or isn't available. He probably used it already.
Yeah, he's gone.
Oh, there it is, but it's too late.
Bye.
It's too late.
Bye-bye.
So once again, a little bit of a SULSA misplay lets KAG just creep back that much closer into the game.
And I see this so many times in randoms and ranked. Guys, if you're a low health destroyer, the last thing you want to do is go right back into the fray of things and get yourself killed.
Indeed.
Stay back, let your heals come back, or at least find a friend that can protect you, then go in with your friend.
7's going to have a much tougher time dealing with Broncos Des Moines, I think, than he did with the Nevsky because Des Moines has better bow armor. He's getting a heal off now. That's going to keep him in the fight a little longer. KAG has closed to nearly within 100 points. In fact, where it's about to be almost 100 points behind, and they're going to gain a decent chunk when 7 goes down, and he will go down here in moments.
Right. Now, the Des Moines might have a little bit stronger bow armor, but he still can get overmatched by that Montana's 4-6.
Absolutely. Okay. And there it is.
Yep.
KAG takes their first lead of the game now with 5 minutes to play. Both teams with 3 surviving ships.
What a bloodbath. Now, by this point, By this point, the sea forces have now gotten to the position where they can help.
They can indeed. They're spotted. Andy knows where those ships are. The Ohio's spotter plane catching a glimpse of both of them now, losing sight of the Des Moines. Omi dumping torpedoes in that direction, hoping for a hit. As now the B cap is contested, and on a 12 or it's a 14-point lead for KAG.
Oof.
Both teams are ticking up a single cap with 4.5 minutes to play.
This is about as close as it gets in King of the Sea, ladies and gentlemen.
We don't normally see games this close on day one, Zath. I'm excited. This is a great game.
That's what I'm getting at. I'm about to have some dirty water here. Cheers.
Now, who's the Des Moines up here? This is Bronco, right? Yes.
Yes.
Bronco now lit by the Venezia. He can't afford to take too much damage. It's going to be an SAP salvo. It is.
There's Ohio. There's Ohio shells
inbound. Hit him. Makes him turn. Ohio shells coming in. Oh, at least one big Citadel right there. Bronco and trouble. He's dark again. He needs to stay dark while he heals.
With the Citadel.
The 14-point lead remains. Under 4 minutes to play now. It really is on SULSA. They have to make something happen, Zath.
Oh, yes.
And it looks like it's going to come down to Sorcier's Ohio as he's going to push around the bottom end of this island. They can finally see Andy. Venezia's got eyes on him from all the way up north.
Now,
where's some daring torpedoes? You need some daring torpedoes into this gap.
I'm sure Yeti wants to come out right now, but he can't because look at the Ohio's turrets looking right at that Des Moines position.
Andy knows exactly where that guy is. They're waiting for that shot, but he's gonna have to get engaged with Sorcier now.
Right.
Sorcier has almost basically a 2-to-1 health advantage.
Pro tip for any of you aspiring clan battles or King of the Sea players: if you die on your team, what you do is you go and you spectate your. Oh, see, look at Yeti. Look at Yeti.
Oh,
no,
look at this. Yeti came out. Why did you do that?
No, big mistake. Big mistake.
Oh, Yeti, huge mistake there. Takes half his surviving HP.
He's
still coming out. He's not going back.
Well, it's too late. It's too late. He's already come out.
Oh no, this is disaster.
I'm coming out.
This is yet another bit of SULSA-like over-aggression may yet cost them the game.
There he goes.
He does. Look at that. KAG now up a ship.
So, as I was saying, guys, if your team, if you die, what you do is you go and you spectate the ship, the battleship especially, and you tell your team where the turrets are pointed, okay? Andy should have been spectated by somebody on Team SULSA, and it should have told their Des Moines player, those guns are looking right at you. Now is when he comes out. Now is when he comes out because he can help because Andy is distracted.
Yeah, they're going to get Andy, but in the end, it's not going to matter. His impact has already been made. He's killed the Des Moines, and now Sorcier is going to try and linger in the cap, but the daring is just going to keep resetting him all day long.
As long as he's detected. Now,
as long as he's spotted.
Another 10 seconds or so. There he goes. He goes dark. Okay.
So let's see what happens here. We're getting all down to 90 seconds. This could still... SULSA could still potentially pull this out if they
Omi
can flip the cap in time.
Omi comes out. Omi detects. Bronco resets.
Exactly. Omi's now going to play spotter for Bronco to reset. The Ohio's taking a blind shot. Bronco is not lit. They have no idea. Well, they suspect that they know. He does get an overpin, but now it's on Bronco to keep managing the resets. On a 14-point lead, 70 seconds left to play. They have to keep this guy lit just long enough, reset just long enough to prevent him from capping.
Yep, plane going up.
Caps, they can see Bronco now.
Yep.
Here come Ohio shells. Oh! They get the kill.
They get the damn kill!
They get the kill with less than 60 seconds. Now it doesn't matter.
Oh my god, the game-winning kill right there.
Omi has to kill something to win the game, and it's not going to happen. He's now down on 4,000 HP.
Venezia just goes,
wow.
Slap. You know, like, that's it.
SULSA absolutely determined to find a way to pitch this game, and yet they're going to win, Zap. They're going to win.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is Game of Thrones. Oh my god.
Welcome to King of the Sea, ladies and gentlemen. Wow.
Are you not entertained? Oh my god.
What a game.
What a battle.
Cow.
What a battle.
Time ticking away, 10 seconds left, but it's not going to matter. Salsa's going to win this game and get that critical third win they need.
Oh,
Wow, what a result.
what a battle. Who could have expected
Yikes.
who could have expected that clutch shot, both clutch shots from the Ohios.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um
Both Ohio's having games here, Zath.
so that's Salsa that won.
Salsa won that game, sir. Green team won that game.
Oh my
Wow.
god. What
Wow. Okay.
what a game. What a game. Okay. Look at that icon. That's cool.
Wow. I need something to drink now.
I was gonna say I think I need to go to the bathroom.
Seriously, right? I can't wait for chat to see that result. See that end of that game. They're 5 minutes
Oh
behind us. I
my
can't wait to
God.
see that. In fact, I think
Oh
they're just
my
about
God.
to catch up to. They're just about to catch up to the Des Moines getting punched. I think that's coming up soon. So, our last game of the day was supposed to be Salsa and A-Ship, Zath. But what I'm going to suggest, with
Mhm.
Salsa having their third win, well, somebody's
Mhm.
already picked up the KAG game. Well,
Hmm.
I mean, at this point, almost all the remaining games that I can see are more or less covered, unless we want to dump up to Group 14. Let's look at Group 14. There's a couple games that are in room
Hmm.
that aren't being covered on stream. Let's have a look.
And be Soul C9 and Wonderland in Group 14.
Let's see. That would be good.
Okay.
C9 and Wonderland. MB Soul and Wonderland. Both teams on 2 wins.
Well, okay, so yeah, because I see what you're saying. Because A-Ship needs the win to move on. Salsa does not at this point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, why don't we try and sneak into MB Soul and Wonderland, or do you want to stick with Salsa and A-Ship?
Either one is fine. We can try to find NB
I mean,
Soul.
Salsa doesn't need the win. Does A-Ship need the win?
Yes.
A-Ship needs the win. Let's just stick with the game that we've got.
Okay.
Yeah, let's stick with it.
That's fine. I had told the commander of
let's
A-Ship,
just stay here.
Trio Death, that I was gonna cast his clan's game, and he was very excited. So I know he'd be a little heartbroken if we had moved
Fine,
on, but
we've got it.
I'm sure he
Let's
would have
just stick with
understood
it.
too. So it's not a big deal.
Let's just stick with it.
Okay.
It's an impactful game for them. Let's cast it. All right, so let's see. I need to pick A-Ship off the drop down, and why are they not on my drop down? There they are. Duh.
Yeah, it's
And-
alphabetical.
And we're on. Now we're going to trap. Now we're going
It's a trap.
It's a trap. It's a well-planned deception. All right, there we go. All right. In the meantime, while we've got a few minutes, I'm actually going to put up the TTV results here and let that chew for a bit in the background while we have a look at who is moving on, Zath. All right, let's see. Group 9 should be finished.
Tell you
They
what,
are
why don't you
not,
talk us through that for a sec? I'm gonna hit the banyo for a second. Be right back.
Okay. Actually, Group 9 has not yet started their last game. I'm a little surprised at that. They're running behind. Okay. But we've got 3 teams. Let's look at, okay, so in Group 9, QQ7, ZOE, and Doma all have enough points to move on. Let's look at their final matches. QQ7 and Doma won't matter. AOD and Inca, they're down at the bottom of the bracket, won't matter. Snarf and ZOE. That might matter, because if Snarf wins, you'll have an extra team at 3 and 2. So if the Snarf game being played right now is impactful in that group, but QQ7 and Doma probably both moving on, more than likely. QQ7 almost guaranteed. Over in Group 10, we have Kraken and F4E both finishing at 4 and 1. They'll be moving on to day 3, followed by Mibra and KAG2. There'll be a tiebreaker determination between those 2 teams. Let's see, did they play each other? They did.
Did I just hear you say that our boys at Kraken are moving on?
Your boys finished 4 and 1, Zat. They're moving on.
All right, let's go.
All
Let's
right.
go.
The third team out of that group is going to be Mibra. Both Mibra and KAG2 finished with 3 wins, but Mibra won the head-to-head, and so they will finish above KAG2. They will be the third team in that bracket. So this is one of those cases we talked about, Zath, where a team got 3 wins, and that's KAG2, but they are not moving on, and that's important, right? 4 wins is a yes. 3 wins is a likely, but not guaranteed. So that's an instance where we see that. Group 11, let's have a check. Where are we at? POW and QCN both wrapping up with 4 and 1. So
A-Ship Salsa is in room. Yeti,
Are we in a
maybe?
different room? Salsa is all still in here, Zath.
Oh, okay. So I left the room and I shouldn't have.
Yeah, Salsa is the host for this game. Figure.
Okay.
I assume so.
What was the person's name again?
Call of Death. Just do call underscore
Yeah.
and it'll come up.
Yeah. Thank you. He just hasn't changed the name of it yet, so that's all good.
Yeah, he hasn't. He just got done. Well, he got the map changed over. He'll get everything sexed up in a moment. All right, let's keep looking at
All right.
results. So POW and QCN moving on. GF and Bombell also both having 3 wins. Let's see. Did they play head to head? They did. GF won that game. So GF will be moving on. And Bombell, once again, just like in Group 10, picking up 3 wins. Not quite enough to move on because of how the rest of the group structured itself or just fell out. Over in Group 12, we're still waiting. We're still waiting for results in Group 12 of Game 5. However, Fail and SCCC2 already sitting on 3 wins. They are definitely looking good to move on. BN already having 4 wins in Group 13. They should be good. What are you gonna say, Zath?
So I'm just saying that Chad is now just catching up to that end of that game.
Yes.
And oh my God, right? Like, wow.
OMG, right, fellas? OMG.
I could use this time to run a brief ad break for whatever, pre-roll, all that good stuff.
I'm gonna do the same thing.
Got our last game
all right,
coming up.
All right, and so now let's keep looking at group results. Let's see. So BN almost guaranteed to move on at this point. Wow, they basically are. 4 wins, you pretty much you're moving on.
Yeah.
You got two more 3-1 teams. That's Rage and Well Done in Group 13.
Yeah.
They are Rage and Well Done are both playing each other right now. So one of those teams will end up with 4 wins. The other one will be 3-2. Nobody else can catch them. FFG, the best FFG can finish is 2-3. So yes, your 3 teams out of Group 13 are going to be BN, Range, and Well Done. They are all moving on. Group 14, Tretta is 4-0. Everybody else is much less. So we need to wait for some of the results. Well, you've got one team at 12 points. Nobody else has more than 6, Zath. So we've got to wait and see how some of the results of some of these games shake out.
All right.
Group 15, we just got through watching SULSA get their 3rd win. UWA also picking up their 3rd win in Group 15. They look like they're likely, not guaranteed, likely to move on. Some of that's going to depend on this next game that we cast, right? If A-Ship can pull out a victory over SULSA here, you'll have at least 3 teams with 3 wins. And again, who is KAG2 playing last? KAG2 is playing 8GW88, and UWA is playing Arlem. So we have 2 matches in Group 15 that are critical for final placements, and that's UWA versus Arlem and SULSA versus A-Ship. Both of those matches critically important for that group before we know who moves on. And in Group 16, Star Brazil with 14 with a clean sweep of the day so far, 12 points. They are almost guaranteed to move on, basically. RBMK looking at 3-1 as they head into the last round. A win will lock it up for them. A loss will be dicey. Who are they playing? Star and RBMK are playing in the last round. So no matter who wins that match, both teams are going to be moving. Well, I say that. If RBMK loses, it gets dicey. Because you've got 2 teams below them who are both on 2 wins. That's TK Sky and BSSE, and they both are playing each other right now. So it's going to be interesting to see. We'll have to see how that plays out. I think RBMK is basically guaranteed, though. Probably. Anyway, we'll keep an eye on it. All right, how are we looking on this game, Zath? Is A-Ship's kind of filtering in?
They're filtering in. They're filtering in, and I'm checking in right now with Empire Strikes Bonk. He said that Group 9 is delayed right now, but they're trying to catch up. And the reason I'm asking, obviously, is if this game ends quickly, if we're able to try to grab one of those.
We may be able to sneak into one more game, yeah. But yeah, there we go.
Oh my God!
Yeah, this has been a good day. That last game, Zath, what a game! Wow.
Yep. Now, I do have a little bit of insider info. So, A-Ship is a clan that I merged with, and I talked about this before with clan battles. If you're ever looking to play clan battles and you don't have a clan yourself, or maybe your group is full, you can always go up into the top left, just to the left of the battle button, and go into looking for division. And state you would like to play clan battles, and maybe what kind of ships that you have, what kind of walks you like to go on, all that good stuff. And somebody will probably grab you and invite you in. Trio Death did exactly that with me. I got invited in to play some clan battles with A-Ship as a merc. Had a lot of fun playing with them, doing some unorthodox strategy, but it's a great opportunity to kind of learn more about how other clans operate, and you get some calling strategies, you get some other overall strats. So it's a lot of fun to just kind of go into that. And so Trio Death letting me know that unfortunately they're missing their top 4 players because they are Canadians, and this weekend is Canadian Thanksgiving.
That's true. That is correct.
Oops. Oh well.
Oh well, what can you
Regardless,
do?
it's a tournament. It's up. It is what it is. And A-Ship, I mean, if they beat SULSA here, even if KAG or Arlem win, don't they? Or do they do the
Let's see.
tie counting up points thing?
We're in group 15. If they
15.
beat SULSA, let's see. If they beat SULSA, they're at 3-2. SULSA's at 3-2. It's going to depend on that Yuwa Arlem match, right?
Yeah.
This group we will not know the results of this group until we know the results of those 2 matches. There's too much chaos, right? Basically, you've got one team that is definitively out. That is 8GW88. Okay. Even if KAG2 beats them, they'll be 3-2. Okay. If Yuwa loses to Arlem, both of those teams will be 3-2. If A-Ship beats SULSA, those 2 teams will be 3-2. It's entirely possible, Zath, for this group to have 5 teams with 3 wins, but only 3 of them get to move on.
Oh goodness, that's going to be heartbreaking for 2 of those teams.
It's going to be entertaining because at that point, I think the tiebreakers all come down to points scored.
Correct.
And that's going to be decisive.
So
that's how it works. So
that's one of the reasons why we have a show match scheduled for after we cover all of our normal content. We'll do a show match. This is the referees versus the streamers. And then after that is completed, stick around on my channel. We're going to be doing the drawing, I believe, live in front of all of you guys for Saturday's groups. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yep. Friendly reminder, guys, just so you guys know, I will not be here on Saturday, but Zath will be. So just make sure you tune back into him. Zath, have you got somebody lined up to come cast with you?
Yes, I am going to be casting with Askins.
Outstanding.
I know,
fun.
right? Like
right.
we get along very well, so I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, that'll be good.
You know.
That'll be a good time. Awesome.
No substitution
so,
for you, of course, good sir. But
I mean, I appreciate the kind words, but I think that'll be good. And then you and I, of course, will be back at it on Sunday. Sunday, a week from today, I will be back. But next Saturday, I will not be here. I have an event up in the Hill Country that was about 4 years in the making, and I'm going to go to that instead. So,
Raptor of the Hill people.
No.
So, what we're going to be doing, guys, is we're going to be doing our drawing for the group stage. And right now, that's all empty because we don't see nothing. That will be Saturday. And then Sunday, I could pause for a second. It looks like you're trying to get to that screen. So you want me to hold for a second?
I'm good. Go ahead.
Sunday is going to be our playoffs. So after Saturday, we will once again do a live drawing. If everything works fine, perhaps on this channel, perhaps on someone else's, but we will figure out. Many of you have been wondering, where's 07? Well, there they are. They've been sitting back, watching, eating popcorn, having some dirty water, just enjoying the spectacle that is King of the Sea in the first couple of weekends.
Studying the competition, Zath. Studying the competition intently, I'm sure.
Absolutely. They want to know what meta is working. Is the Marceau comp a viable comp? They need to know this information. Now, keep in mind, once...
I said looked pretty good earlier, but go ahead.
Yep. Once we get to the playoffs, now we can start seeing ship bans. So, in doing the homework, what are these teams running? What kind of comps are they running? Are we gonna cut off their legs by banning a Marceau, for example, right? So you better believe that they are watching what's happening. And there's the other ones, and then we got Losers Bracket and Raptor. We just dropped.
It's game time. It's game time, baby. Let's do this.
It's game time.
Let's do this. It's game time. Our last scheduled game of the day. Here we go as we head into SULSA.